Is this really where shit hits the fan? Well, you could say that. After a pretty directionless plot in back-to-back generations, it's almost like the clouds parted after a heavy rain, and the sunshine finally shined on down. Okay, that's pretty fucking cheesy, but you gotta hammer home the game's impact, right? With two evil teams in play, with one acting like the Resistance, it's all gonna come down to this, which is more surfing! Now, that makes sense, though, since to get to the next two locations, the Seafloor Cavern and Zootopolis City, they both require surfing and the newly acquired HM, Dive, to which it looks like we're holding our breath indefinitely. Luckily, I know the path the pirates took their booty. The thing about Seafloor Cavern is, there really isn't as many Aqua Grunts as you'd expect in the final showdown. You actually find more strength and water current puzzles than Grunts, or at least it feels like it. Shelly's here too, but I already told you to wake me up when she's way more attractive in the future. But as quickly as I explained how fast it took to get this far, we're already in the deepest part of the cavern. And that's where the dormant Kyogre lies. Finders keepers. I have the blue orb, dog. Oh. It ain't gonna be that easy, is it, pirate? Not even close. Because we gotta deal with this. It's a simple mighty Anna. But instead...
Let's go gambling!
And instead of hearing...
Aw, dang it!
We hear...
I can't stop winning!
That isn't how it should work. But Callie goes down after rock smashing herself in the face. Kaze does the same, but luckily one of my Pokemon can actually focus for a turn to take down this sorry-ass Pokemon. And when you can't crutch on bullshit, your world comes crashing down. And that's the truth, because you know what happens next? Kyogre gets a nice stroll down memory lane of a very, very minor case of serious trauma. As a result, that world really does crash down as Kyogre rampages as a result of Archie's carelessness. All this is centered around the other location I mentioned earlier. Deep in the cave where all life begins, with the blue orb received from the place where life ends. But first, more surfing around, clearing out these trainers. Holy shit, the ocean is flooding! Not now, I'm kicking the shit out of this Wingull first. Priorities, man. Wait a minute, did you just say the ocean is flooding? Now, if I was any random trainer, they wouldn't let me step anywhere near the Cave of Origin. But because those elders on Mount Pyre trusted a completely random trainer, I guess the fate of Hoenn lies in my hands. We gotta come up with a strategy. This is a legendary Pokemon, so we have to be methodical on how we throw this Master Ball. What? Don't look at me like that. What were you expecting?
I don't know, something amazing, I guess.
But with that crisis cut short, Wallace and Steven are nowhere to be found. Touché. And I was just expecting something amazing myself. We both take the L. So did Wallace, but that's not the point. The puzzle in Wallace's gym, though, it's a pretty good icebreaker for this next part. And down we go, deep into the facts about the plot of Generation 3. My biggest complaint from the past was that it felt there was no clear path bringing everything together. In Hoenn, the script is flipped, where it feels like Aqua and Magma are building to the point of showing the legendary Pokemon their own version of Nom.
Oh my god, it's Nom all over again. I'm out of here. Ah!
You find the evil team, whichever game you're playing, attempting to alter the landscape of Mount Chimney. But after that is where they hatch the plan to hijack the legendary Pokemon. From learning about the legendary's history at the Weather Institute, to taking the orb on Mount Pyre, stealing Captain Stern's submarine to finally reach the legendary. It culminates into something where you can finally defeat the admin, Archie or Maxie, to now you have to stop the legendary's rampage. And this is the first time in the series where they incorporate the legendary into the plot. This alongside your usual shtick of 8 badges and becoming Pokemon Champion, and I don't think anyone will argue with giving the plot a 9 out of 10. It's a completely reasonable motive by both evil teams, one to expand the sea to give more life to the Pokemon, while the other wants to expand the land to progress human civilization. Okay, that's only in the remakes, but the reasoning can still stand in the past just the same.